let's talk about scammers. If you have been scammed before, this video is there to help you never ever get scammed again. If you're an online business owner, coach, consultant, agency owner, whatever, you are likely to get scammed if you want to work with someone. Because let's be real, 80% of the industry is complete full of bullshit, and I hope if you watch this video you aren't. There are so many people who promise you the world, who are only focused on marketing, and they don't even understand what they are doing, and then they rip you off, they don't text you. And the reason for that is pretty simple. It is very easy to scam someone. It is very easy to give you, fake testimonials, some fake slides, to create a fake contract, to create a fake address, and then once the person ghosts you, you are literally cooked. It is very easy to get scammed. And this video is here to, make sure that you don't get scammed, because I did. I lost probably 60k last year only because I got scammed and that stuff. I probably learned a lot about that, and I will never ever get scammed again. That's what I'm saying now. Maybe in 1 year I will tell you differently, but let's identify these scammers together, okay? If you want to avoid people who scam you, you should identify people who scam you. The thing is, that is no coincidence that you fall for scams, okay? It is, in the end, that is what we need to understand. In the end, whatever we do, whatever someone else does to us, is our fault, because we let these people get power. So for example, you get a scammer power by giving them the money. Of course, if your parents bullied you and they are your genetical parents and you did not choose them, it's okay. But for example, let's be real with a girlfriend. If a girlfriend breaks up with you, it is your fault, because obviously you did not behave in the way she wants to. So first of all, before we actually identify scammers, we need to understand that we need to accept our fault. And I know it sounds weird because he scams us, but by having the responsibility and being able to understand that it's all our fault, that we decided to work with them, life gets easier, because we are responsible. We are very, very direct and very good, and our identity changed by thinking about this. I know this because I watched YouTube videos for 3 years as well. I know that when I say something, you might not actually directly change your behavior, but I will say such things in my videos for years now, okay? I will say this the next 5 years, and one day it might click, okay? So maybe you will not change your behavior now, and you might think, yes, I accept it, but in the end you don't actually accept it, okay? But that's not that bad, but just a side fact. The second thing, so we accept now that we made a mistake, and now how to, never make this mistake again, because we only can change the future. We can, understand who we are right now, and the past is over, okay? How can we identify scammers? And actually, in the online space, the only thing that I really can tell you is two things. I found, or I have a story, two stories, and these both are actually the only ways to not identify scammers. Oh, three. One thing is, if there is someone who is in this industry since a long time, look at the most successful companies, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. They are not scammers, right? They are sustainable business, and they are in the game for a long time. And most of the time, it is because a lot of good businesses that sustain long have good quality product and have a good reputation, because reputation ruins and builds businesses. So if there is someone who is in the game for a long time and is very sustainable and has a huge viewership, and this is very positively spoken over on objective view, he's probably not a scammer. I give you an example, Alex Hormozi. Probably not a scammer, right? It looks very obvious to you, okay? He is not the scammer. The second one is, that is a weird one, but that's what I did. I had my time 3 years ago when or 4 years ago when I started this. I was making in Germany, basically German high school. So I finished the graduation, the last graduation, so I could go to university. I was 17, and I was at school. And what I then realized is, yeah, I don't want to, do that all of that stuff. I want to start my own thing, and I did this besides school. And I was actually completely weird. I woke up, went to school, went home, watched videos, took notes. Actually, I have all these notes here. I reread them 6 months ago, and it was so cringe. It was so amazing to see how weird I was. And I saw a picture of me at this time, and I looked horrible, and I went literally crazy. So basically what happened is, I burned out. I had complete dissociation from the world. I did not really realize what was real and what not. I was so close to getting into a clinic for mental health, and yeah, it was horrible. But the part, the thing, the only, or the literally very good thing I took from this point was that there was one guy I watched every single video from, and I could not tell you why. There was one guy who spoke the truth and spoke some very valuable thing. And I always always thought about myself that I'm a very honest and reflective person. And there is this law called law of attraction, okay? And law of attraction, basically, that is the law of attraction, this magical musical thing. You can rip this off. That is bullshit. But the essence of law of attraction is that you attract what you are. And that makes sense in psychology, okay? Because think of this. You are your actions, okay? And what do you attract? Obviously, people who take the same actions. So you attract who you are. Let me give you an example for this abstraction. You have no partner, okay? You have no girlfriend, you have no boyfriend, but you love going to the gym, okay? And you want someone who is athletic, obviously. And where do you find these people? Well, at the gym. So when you go to the gym now, you are more likely to find these people, and when you are fit and healthy, these people start to attract you too. We as human beings are conditioned to like people who are like me. For example, maybe you like me because I wear glasses. Maybe you hate me because I wear glasses. Maybe you think this hat looks ridiculous. Maybe you love me because you have the same microphone. I don't know. But the point I'm making here is basically that there was one guy who was like me. I liked it, and yeah. And this is my current mentor, who is on the road to be a billionaire. So he is exactly like me. He's in the game since 4 5 years more. No, not actually 4. Yeah, so since 5 years more. So therefore, he's further on the journey, and therefore he can mentor me very well. And the thing is, it is insane to think about it, that I'm watching him since now 3 years, and he is sustainable in my life as well, and he is not a scammer. I know this because I am now in this mentorship, and I pay money and talk to him. So yeah, and that's the second point. And the last one is actually that is some way, that can be some way associated with the second point, is basically simple referral. So if you have now the mentor, or if you have good business friends, if you make good business relationships, and someone refers someone to you, closely, then you are most likely, or you are most likely certain that this is not a scam. In my previous business, where I made multi-millionaires healthy, I actually had a referral rate of, I don't know, 50%. So basically, every client referred someone to me, and it works quite well. Because what you need to understand, multi-millionaires, I work with 8 9 figure entrepreneurs, as also net worth entrepreneurs, who are in a very close friend group, but these people are all wealthy. And if I make my job good, they refer to you. They refer, and entrepreneurs always say, or entrepreneurs are very very very, let's say, they're very careful about choosing people The only reason why they do this, because they got scammed too. Getting scammed in this world is normally because there are a lot of people who rip you off because they have no qualities. But what you need to understand is scamming is not sustainable, scamming is not good, scamming is not real, okay? You can get scammed, but if you scam someone, it has very short legs, and these people will appear and disappear, appear and disappear. And on the flip side, who is someone who might be a scammer? Someone you never saw. Someone who gives you a weird gut feeling. You know, the second example, he gave me a good gut feeling. Someone gives me a weird gut feeling, and you can't explain it. My previous business partner, who actually ripped me off, he gave me a weird gut feeling, but he spoke very good. He had good points, and then he ghosted me again for 7 days. And I always, but then I always, actively thought, yeah, but look what he said there and this. My brain wants to talk good about it, but my heart did not want. And if he looks very scam cliche, so if he has, for example, a rented Lamborghini in Dubai and only talks about money and girls and not about stuff, if he's a money coach, then maybe he is a scammer if he can't talk about his technical stuff. Okay, that's it. That's for today's video. I love you all, appreciate you all, hope you don't get scammed. And if you don't want to get scammed, or then click the first link in the description, work with me. I love you, I appreciate you. I will make you rich, and I will make you rich in a tactical way. I talk about this every single day, and I love it, and I do it with you. If I only take 13 people a month, that is not for scarcity reason or some bullshit. I only have limited time, and I work one-on-one with other people, so I have 1 hour minimum calls a week, 2 1-hour calls a week. And if you make the math, if you have 13 people, I'm 26 hours on calls only for the week, okay? And I want to produce high quality. So if you want to be one of the 13 people who join me this month, appreciate you. Click the first link in the description. Love you, bye bye, see you.